Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and it's been a minute. I haven't been able to do many readings lately. All is well, but Chai is still taking most of my focus and attention, and it's a process, and we're trying to avoid him going through a specific surgery, which he might have to go through. I don't know. So we're still, dealing with everything, and that's why I haven't been able to post. Thank you so much for your support, your kindness, your comments, your patience with the personalized readings. Thank you so much for your consistent support, Pisces. It really means the world to me and my family. So today I figured we could do kind of like a general checkup to see where you guys are at. How are things unfolding? Last reading that we did was a money and finances reading for the month of June. Now we are getting closer to mid-June. So let's just do a general and see what it looks like. Based on that, I'll be able to maybe do further readings every chance I get, Pisces. I haven't forgotten about you. You mean the world to me. I'm just very, very stretched thin at this point. All right, so you know how this goes. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. Remember that if something is for you, it will be obvious to you. It's going to be very clear. And if it's not, don't push it, don't force it. It could be a message for someone else needing to hear it, okay? I personally believe that from every reading that we watch, whether it resonates or not, we can get a perspective, a quote, a good sense or view of a current situation. We can get good advice, So it's like being open to whatever wants to come in, whether it is necessarily the accurate messages from the cards or something that is sparked in the comments or whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. Pisces, let's see. Let's do a Celtic cross. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most relevant, necessary, important messages for Pisces at this time. What is it that Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising needs to hear right now? I'm going to be reading the cards upright for this one, and I'm going to be unveiling them like one by one. This is the Mermaid's Tarot. Absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. Personalized readings are still available, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get them to you within 7 days. Because I don't know how things are going to be unfolding with Chai and everything going on. But if you're open to wait a little and you're okay with that, then please make sure to book your personalized reading. I would love to connect with you in that way. Alrighty, so first card that we have here, Pisces. Ooh, we have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful illustration. We see someone who knows things. We see someone, you Pisces, you are someone who's incredibly intuitive. And this may be something that comes in one ear and out the other at this point, because every tarot reader in the world will tell you that because you're a Pisces. But there is more to it. Pisces, I feel like you are so easily capable of translating what is going on in reality, the reality around you, the reality that people perceive in their own lives. It's like you are an interpreter of the Matrix. You are an interpreter of the moves, and you can see them before anyone else. What do I mean by this? Okay, so let's say that, I don't know, you have a friend, and this friend in their workspace, they didn't get a job that they wanted. It went to someone else, and it seems very unfair, and all of a sudden that person that gave the other person the job is fired. And it's like you can take that and you already know everything that is happening. You already know the drama, you already know the tea, You can tell who did who what. And it's kind of crazy because you may not even notice that you know that much. But if you were to be asked, like, well, what do you think of this person? Or what do you think the motives were here or there or whatever? It's like you already have this full picture, and it tends to be very accurate. So that is a superpower that is being underutilized, Pisces, I feel. You can really read into things. At this time, you may be feeling very intuitive, very connected to that intuition, but you may also feel a little bit like a victim sometimes, like a little bit too often. You may feel like you don't quite know how to take that massive superpower and turn it into an empowering thing for you. Take it if it resonates, Pisces. The card that is challenging you right now, we have the Three of Cups. So there could be a lot of things that require your attention. Maybe people that want to see you, be with you, appointments, meetings. You may be pulled in a lot of different directions that have to do with people requesting your presence, or people wanting to see you, catch up, hang out, things like that. At this time, Pisces, I feel like even if you really, really want to be there for everybody and hang out with everybody and spend time with everybody, it seems like you're not quite able to. That's why it's coming off as a challenge. So maybe you're having a little bit of a challenge being social. Some of you are having a little bit of a challenge. Oops, sorry about that. Let me mute this right away. Okay. Some of you may be having a bit of a challenge being trusting of others. It's like you may be like, oh, it's all well and good to hang out, to spend, time together, but it will only get this far. Some of you are a little bit like apprehensive, a little defensive on how much you want to connect with people or how much you trust people. You may be having a bit of a challenge, like allowing them in because you feel maybe like they could be a threat for you or your peace or your well-being or the goodness of everything that you have accomplished at this point. It's like you're very wary of people at this point, and it seems, Pisces, like you keep people at arm's length. Not in a bad way, but just like as a measure of, precaution. Now, in the recent past, we see here the Three of Wands. You have been waiting for something. And I see this mermaid, and she's setting like this glass thing on some poles. And honestly, I know that's not what we're seeing here, but intuitively, what I'm seeing is someone setting up a camera. So someone's setting up a camera to record videos or to take pictures, or someone's setting some kind of lens, some kind of lighting, some kind of set, something like that. Maybe you have been trying to find that right view for your videos, for your social media. Maybe you've been trying to find kind of like the right circumstances for something that you want to create. Maybe something that will allow you to spread your good intentions far and wide and maybe help people. But it seems like you have been investing a lot of energy into this, into setting things properly, figuring things out. And recently, maybe you have gotten to the point in which you feel comfortable and you feel like you can take that vision and move forward. This can be, again, literal, or this could be like symbolic. Take it as it resonates for you. And if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. Now we have here the Knight of Swords in your present moment. I feel like there's a lot of desire, okay? A lot of desire that you have to make something happen. Maybe to prove yourself. Maybe to prove yourself to yourself, or to prove yourself, your worth, your ability, your potential to someone else. Or both, right? Sometimes it's both. I see that you are coming in strong, Pisces, with a sense of, I owe this to myself, or I owe this to this person, or like, I owe it to God, I owe it to the universe to make sure this works. I don't know. There's a lot of like momentum here with this huge wave, as you can see in the image. That's a thick ass wave. And that means that is very, very strong. It packs a punch. Let's just put it that way. It packs a punch. Your words pack a punch right now. Your messages, they come in, and it's like, how can I say this? It's like you can have a wave that is kind of like see through and kind of like pretty and big, can be huge, but it's like friendly. Like it won't erase you, right? And then you can have this wave. And it's like it may not be the tallest wave, but it's gonna freaking like drag you. You know what I mean? Like you have this ability to maybe say a word and destroy someone, or like say an intention and then like move masses of energy, Pisces. It's like your word, your spoken word, your thought, it really packs a punch. And Spirit is telling you here, like, make sure that not only you're aware of that, but that you capitalize on it, right? You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius at this time. Some of you have been like setting the stage recently. And now, in the present moment, it's like that which will be recorded, whether that is you, maybe that is someone or something. It's like what's going to be on the lens of the camera is gaining strength right now. Again, it could be you. And then we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands here is just a confirmation that you have already made the right choices, that you're moving forward, you have the clear path ahead, you have the green light. Obstacles are going to move out of your way. Anyone who wanted to harm you, anyone who wanted to create obstacles for you, if they know what's good for them, they're going to get out of the way of this wave. You're coming in strong, Pisces. So what I'm getting here is that, let's say that you have a new idea, a new project. You've been wanting to do it. Maybe it has something to do with recording, with social media and stuff like that. It's like once you start, it's like a tsunami. Like you come in strong and everyone's like, holy fuck. You know, like from the first video or the first post or the first blog post or the first article, it's like immediately you turn heads in that particular industry or niche or something like that. It's like you're coming in super strong. Okay? And they're telling you here to not let that initial super strong momentum just fade away. Instead, keep going. Now with the Two of Swords representing you right now, you may be like, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I go with this person or that person? Should I go with this social platform or this other one? You may feel like you're constantly second guessing, constantly going back and forth with your decisions. And Spirit wants you to remember that you already know what you want and that you already know where you want to go to. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what makes you feel expansive, what makes you feel creative, what makes you feel filled with joy, as opposed to what makes you feel constricted, right? Then the choice is so much easier. With the Eight of Swords here, in your environment, there could be a lot of people around you who are very insecure about themselves. They may think, that the things that you want to accomplish are ridiculous. No one gets to that point. No one becomes famous and rich and whatever. That happens in the movies. That can be kind of like a narrative that people around you have at this time. And that's because they're very insecure. Whether it's an accurate assessment of their abilities or not, probably not, they really sell themselves short. And they're telling you here, Spirit is telling you here, don't let that stick to you. Like, don't let that become your narrative. Don't let that make more and more and more sense the more you hear it, until you become paralyzed by fear yourself, or until you become a firm believer that all of the things that you could be manifesting never really happened for anyone. You could be settling or keeping yourself kind of stuck because of a narrative that is running around in your environment. Then we have here the Two of Cups, your hopes and fears. So you may be having desires for romantic connection. If you're single, maybe you want to get to know someone. Maybe there's someone that you want to date. Maybe there's like a celebrity crush or something that you can't stop thinking about, Pisces. There could be also a possibility that you don't know who you want to date, but you know that you want to date. So explore those possibilities as well. You may be a little bit afraid of putting yourself out there, letting someone in. You may be feeling like you don't want to be social, like you don't necessarily want to go out to have drinks or meals or things like that in order to get to know someone or meet someone new. There could be a little bit of resistance there. But where there's a will, there's a way, Pisces. Remember that always and apply it for everything. And if you are feeling more and more inclined to open your heart in this way, go for it. Go for it in a way that makes sense to you, in a way that makes you feel expansive, not constricted. Okay? If you are already in a romantic relationship, you may be having a desire to connect deeper with your person. You may be feeling like you want hugs and kisses and love and sex. You may want to be with your person and at the same time have some kind of resistance to that too. That could be the case here with the Two of Cups for those of you who are in a relationship. Now, for those of you who are dealing with friendship, you could be right now wanting and desiring to get closer to people in general and make more friends. But at the same time, there seems to be a resistance, a fear, a sense of, I don't want to be a victim to, someone lying to me, cheating on me, stealing from me. It's like you're really not interested in putting yourself in any kind of risk. So that's why it seems like many of you are thinking twice. Then we have here the Queen of Wands as your outcome card, which I love. We got Goddess Pele here on her full-blown beauty. Be fierce, Pisces. Allow yourself to be who you are. Allow yourself to do what you want. If there is something that you can't stop thinking about, something you're obsessing, something that you're really craving, give yourself the possibility to go full speed ahead in that direction. Give yourself permission to indulge in that obsession. As long as, of course, it doesn't do any harm to anybody, right? Make sure that you're not necessarily neglecting your loved ones, your relationships, your work, because there is a new obsession. But enjoy the obsession as well. Like, there's nothing like a good obsession, Pisces. As a ADHDer myself, with the hyper focusing and everything, there's nothing like a good obsession to get you inspired and into action and to be able to pack this punch, as we mentioned. So, as long as it is in a balanced way and serving you instead of you having to, destroy your life on the obsession's behalf, that's not what we want. As long as it is healthy, you're good. Use it to your benefit. Use it for your joy. It seems here like you're going to be walking away from something. You're going to be walking away from something that you never thought you would walk away from, okay? But it's going to be so easy once you jump and take that leap of faith, okay? This thing here, whatever this is, new project, new thing, whatever it is, it's coming in so strong. So this is what I see. Let's say that you are on TikTok and all of your content is about like spells and witchy things and all of that. And in that realm, you haven't been able to like excel as much as you would like. And now all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm going to make this other type of content. I'm going to do book talk or like reading stuff and book recommendations, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're shifting into something else. It seems like you're going to be so intensely successful in that new area that very naturally you're going to be walking away from something that felt very known, that felt very safe. And that's because it's like you are bigger than the space that you're in right now. So it's like right now, Pisces, you may have been kind of like a small fish or a big fish in a small pond. And now you're gonna get to be like the big fish in the biggest of ponds. But it's like it's because that little pond you're in is just not enough for you anymore. And that's why you're being redirected into this whole new thing, okay? So, yes, Pisces, that is what I got for you. I love you so much. Allow that passion to really flow through. And I'll see you in our next reading. Love you guys.